Hey, today we're going to shimmer and shine because we've got some beautiful eyeshadows to try out from 2 different independent companies. And also I have a super cheap lipstick dupe that I need to share with you all.
And we're going to be talking a bit about our kind of sewing journeys as well, as we're both wearing things that we have made. But yeah, let's get into it.
Let's get into it. So since our new goodies that we want to try are like the eyes and the lips, I am going to jump in with Project Pan.
Ooh.
And this is so nearly finished. I'm doing the exact same thing I did in my Project Pan Get Ready With Me. I'm using the blush in Strawberry Cream in the inner eye because it's so brightening. Like a lot of people use this for a pink under eye. And then I'm going to go with the MAC on the like outer parts.
I'm not using a Project Pan thing, so boo on me. I don't have a cream blush. Maybe I could have used one of your Project Pans. But I'm using a blush balm by Mitchell in the stick formulation.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's really nice as well.
It's called Pink Links and it's actually a highlighter by them, but it's like, you know, super pigmented. So it's just like a very illuminating pink blush. I'm doing a lot of pink today to match the dress that I'm wearing that I made. Today we're both kind of going to be wearing things that we've both made and sewn.
Yeah, it's really exciting. This is what I've sewn. I got like a pink tweed. It's like my most expensive fabric I've ever bought. I think it was more than 20 quid a meter, but I got it on sale. So I think I probably got it for like 17 quid per meter, which is crazy for me because I normally spend like max 6-7 quid per meter.
Yeah, and I feel like this has been a steady growing thing for you with the fabric. What I think is really important, if anyone starts sewing or whatever, it's totally okay not to buy expensive fabric first. I know that's the thing that we all want to do.
We all want to use nice fabric.
Yeah, if you're like beginning with sewing or DIY or anything like that and you want to buy some fabrics, it's totally okay. And even though we do want to buy the nicer fabrics first, just, you know, start off with cheaper fabrics and what you can. So then, you know, as you're learning and you're making mistakes, and by the way,
you will make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, you'll make a lot of mistakes. That's how we grow. I think you're better at sewing than me because you went to university for it.
Yeah.
But we still make mistakes even now. So, like,
I made like a few tired mistakes. So I carried on sewing when I shouldn't have, and then things go wrong, and then you don't try and fix them properly, and you just try and, you know, fudge it to make it work, and then you get upset that you did that, and then you unpick it the next day. So don't tired sew.
Yeah, but also, like, you know, you can also get, like, mistakes are normal, and if you're learning as well, just like mistakes are kind of how you learn, and then, you know, you can actually get a lot of good fabrics these days for not that much money.
No.
It's kind of quite competitive online.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Yeah.
Fabricland is really cheap. Pound Fabrics is cheap. A lot of them are dead stock with Dream Fabrics
and Pound a Meter.
They're really cheap, and they have interesting dead stock.
They do, and they also sell by like they normally do 3 meter lots. So I recently got a fabric from Dream Fabrics, and this is like a cheaper style one, but I got 3 meters for £3 on one of my fabrics, and you know, yeah, you can definitely get a lot cheaper fabrics. Like Amy said, or Amy mentioned to me, like the dress that I'm wearing, that fabric is from I think it's Dream Fabrics. It might have been Dream Fabrics or Pound a Meter, they're sister companies. So yeah, you can get nice fabrics, and especially 3 meters, that's a whole project.
Yeah, that was I think I probably used 3 meters to make the JSK that I'm wearing. Or maybe just a little bit over 3 meters, especially when you're doing like Lolita. That's like a lot of width that you need on the skirts. But you've made like Glaville style dresses with 3 meters.
Yeah, because you're gonna, especially if you're doing tutu hard Glaville inspired dresses, they are normally like, a lot of them are like neon lace, and I love that. And that isn't going to be super expensive generally.
Yeah, it might not be everyone's favourite.
No, it might not be everyone's favourite, and sometimes it's not going to be the best of quality, but it's not, that's kind of not what matters. What matters is how it looks.
Yeah, and it looks great. So I've just whizzed through out my base.
I know.
I'll write down what I've used in the description, because we've I think we talked about this before, about what we've used. But I've just whizzed through my foundation, our contour stick, and the face powder that we use, and we're using the Huda Beauty one now.
Yeah, the new one that we tried in our Project Pan one, even though it's new, it's because we used up our old powder.
Yeah.
So we needed a new one, and we grabbed the Huda Bake, even though we don't bake, but we've heard so much about it, we're like, okay, this is something we've got to try.
Yeah, it's so blurry, and especially with like pores on your nose, like the side of your nose.
Yeah.
Like it leaves such a really nice blurring base, and it really works well with the blusher. So we just talked about fabrics, and a good tip about starting and not using the prettiest fabric straight away, because you're going to need a lot of practice. So I thought I'd say our sewing journey, this is something that we loved, and we went in a textiles class in secondary school. We weren't very good at that time. We didn't really have really good teaching either. But that all changed when I went to college and I went to university for fashion. And then I did contour fashion at university, which is lingerie, corsets, sleepwear, swimwear, and a bit of sports as well, some people did. So I had a lot of teaching. I had not just in sewing, but like pattern, everything. You know, every part of fashion I learned.
Like pattern cutting, how to create patterns.
So what I would do then is come home and teach Claire everything that I've learned.
She lovingly taught me, even if it was frustrating at times, and I'm very grateful for it. How long do you think you've been sewing for now?
So I probably started in 2010s, so probably 16 years I've been sewing. 2010, 16 years I've been sewing, and like when I mean sewing, I mean like sewing with actual tutorage and whatnot. And while I'm saying this, I'm using the Colourpop blush. It's really pretty. It's like a heart shape, because I don't actually want my blush to go too lilac toned. I'm also using the Go Go Tales highlight and contouring palette just to use as my contour and kind of bronzer, because it's actually quite a bronzing shade, like pale skin. Yeah, they do. I went into quite a specialist sort of sewing, but I used that knowledge because a lot of Gyaru shapes were like baby dolls and like lingerie style pieces, or like the base of a lingerie block sort of thing. So I brought that home, made patterns for both of us. And we made a lot of Glaville and Dyer inspired pieces.
This is how you know someone loves you, is that when they make a pattern for you
from scratch
for how to do it, and actually kind of teach me as well how I can alter and how to change the pattern.
To make it different styles.
Different styles, different finishes, all of that kind of stuff. Using the Morphe spray just because I hate the feel of like dry powder.
So I went into my university degree, and I was really ill at the time, and my disabilities started to get diagnosed, but not fully. But I had to leave university, and that was really painful, and I really was burnt out because I just couldn't cope with anything in life, let alone my actual degree that I was doing. So I took a break from sewing for a while, and then I returned to it roughly 2 years later. I did a lot of knitting in that time. Like I learned how to knit really well in that time. Pretty.
I'm using the MAC Extra Dimension blush. This is an old blush as well. This is where I think Extra Dimension, maybe not when it first came out, but it's come back, because I know MAC is like, they will keep kind of bringing back collections and stuff, but it's Extra Dimension into the pink, and it's just the most gorgeous. I would say I guess you could call it a frosty blush. But it's not. It does definitely hold pigment, and I thought it was the perfect match to the Pink Lynx Mitchell blush I used. I want to really keep quite the luminous, glowy look.
Yeah, definitely. When I graduated Gyaru, I went through a load of different styles until I realised, hey, I actually like Atomi Lily fashion. But in all that time, when I was at university, I got into Lily fashion, and I collected a lot of the Atomi No Sewing magazine books. And then I saw Misako had one, so I bought that one. And I hadn't touched them in years, and then I returned back to, luckily I kept them, I returned back to Lily Fashion, and then I started sewing from these books. And this one is from the Misako Ioki Sewing Book 1. She has 2 books, and I'm currently sewing through all of them. So you're going to see a video on all of this, but it's been really interesting returning back to techniques that I've not done since before university.
Are some techniques that you maybe don't know as much, because you were more in like lingerie sewing, and
it's very specialised.
Although you did learn, you know, a lot of general kind of sewing as well, like some of these skills are not ones that are like in your forte.
Tailoring, so obviously there's like a lot of pattern construction and corsets and what and that, but I didn't do a lot of tailoring, and now I'm pretty much going back to like a full tailoring fashion. So like pleats and pin tucks and all those things was something that I had to learn again that I hadn't done since college. So that would have been 10 years ago. So that is like quite a time jump. So it's been really nice, a nice bumpy process of getting back into sewing with tailoring more.
Yeah, for sure. But I do think because you learn a lot of skills in your lingerie sewing where you had to be very precise and like down to the millimeters.
Yeah, we worked in millimeters a lot. We didn't work in centimeters
or inches
or anything like that. No, it was very precise. I learned how to work with curves a lot.
That's great.
Yeah, especially like I said for Gyaru and all the Gyaru pieces that we sewed. So I got all of that discipline and pattern construction knowledge, and I've been able to take it over to these books because I'm a completely different size, but I'm very familiar with grading, like making a pattern larger.
Yeah, grading is not easy, and it does, even when you are grading something up, it takes a lot of kind of going back, like, is this correct? Did this translate well? Like, we're going to a bigger size. It doesn't really seem like fun sewing, but I'm like someone who I'm not sewing lingerie. I'm definitely, I guess you could say, more of a home sewer than, that.
Well, I literally got taught like day in, day out, so there's obviously like a difference in experience. But I just wanted to say, because I've been talking away, I've been using the baked blush from Mitchell in the shade Lychee Martini. I actually used a blush that wasn't as lilac toned, and then I put this, it's really like lilac shift glowy powder on to get the life back into the skin, like we were just talking about. You were. And I'm going to use that Morphe. But I am about ready to get into your eyeshadow.
Yep, me too.
Let's get into it. Okay, so we used a pink primer. I think any pink primer would do because we are thinking pink. We're both wearing stuff with pink in.
Yeah.
And we saw some beautiful, like duochrome, shiny, glittery,
iridescent
eyeshadows.
Yeah.
From two companies.
Yeah, we found them both on TikTok.
Yeah, and we've just been in awe at the swatches. They're amazing.
Yeah.
And they're quite affordable as well.
Yeah, the two companies are Take Two Cosmetics and
Pastel Roses.
Yeah, we'll let you know like what we both use and whatever, obviously, and what company they're from.
This is like so pretty.
Yeah.
We've got like a lot of lights that might be like a bit level, so it might not be the best lighting to see the duochrome. First, I'm going to lay down a crease shade. This is my go-to eyeshadow style. It's one crease shade, blurring it out, and then putting on a shimmer on the lid.
Yeah.
And with eyeliner, of course. I'm using the Make It Rain palette from P. Louise because it's just got a load of good pastel and crease coloured shades in pink, green, purple, blue. But for us, definitely we want the pink shade.
Yeah, I've gone like full impact and like higher colour on my cheeks, but recently I've just been feeling like I'll do it a little bit less, and then when I put my Gyaru eyeliner on and the rest of my makeup, it kind of just doesn't like stay up, it kind of fades into the background.
Yeah, it's really hard, isn't it, to see the final vision, because I feel like, I don't know how much you can see on camera, but I look crazy with the amount of blush on, but I always look crazy because I always put on tons of blush, so I'm not a good person to talk to about blush blindness or lack of blush.
Well, I think in Gyaru and in Lolita kind of fashion, or most Japanese fashions, I feel like blush is a very like a high,
definitely
a big part of the makeup style. Like people will do like more extreme blush and then like less extreme on the eyes or the lips or whatever, but Gyaru we go hard on everything.
Yeah, I'm just putting this eyeshadow on my crease. So I've got hooded eyes, so my crease is not actually on my actual crease. I put my crease higher.
Yeah.
Also, like when we wear like big lashes, you do need your makeup, you do need your eyeshadow higher than what you think.
I'm also using the Make It Rain palette just for some of the matte because it's kind of similar kind of hueish in colours, the shadows we're going to use, which are pretty much mostly pink and stuff. So
I've got a few lilacs and blues.
I will say for Pastel Roses we have a lot more kind of iridescent kind of shades, and for the Take Two I would say they're a lot more kind of either a multi-chrome or a chrome like high glitter shimmer shade.
Yeah, they call it like a balm. So there's a lot more base to them. There's a lot of payoff with like a colour base as well. Whereas the Pastel Roses shades that we've got, most have more like a sheen shift look.
Yeah.
We do have one or two that are very pigmented. Yeah. So you really can get any sort of one that you like. I'm just going to bring the crease on the under eye as well. I don't do a Gyaru under eye anymore, so I really need something on my under eye just to make it look a bit less naked. But all I've done is just put it in the crease, or my makeshift crease, because obviously I got hooded eyes, on my under eye, and then on the outer corner of my lid, because I really just want the sheen. I'm going to just put it all over my lid and let the shadow just shine. And
sheen. The dimensions here.
Yeah, this is like my favourite eye makeup sort to do. And then just really taking the time to like blend it all out and get the pigment where you want it and building it?
I've been doing more of a purpley, like a bit more cooler tone crease, because I'm going to be using this pink from Take Two that has like, it's a pink like that goes orange and it has like bluish,
Yeah,
like,
it's like very
shimmer.
It's very party.
It's
Like,
very
when I look
party
at it.
girl. It's party girl.
I really think it's party when I look at it. So I'm going to dig right in now to these shadows. I'm going to use the Pastel Roses in Rose Sugar. I think that's what I was like trying to say, is that these do have a colour base to them, but it's more about the pearl. The pearl is like the star of the show. So I'm going to use one which is basically like a baby pink with a real golden glow of pearl. It doesn't really have glitter in it, it's just more like, it's not chunky, it's very finely milled, and they feel like butter.
I'm just like looking in the viewfinder or whatever now, and I'm like, oh my god, I look like a pink glazed donut or
This is
something.
what I think about the final vision.
No, I love it. I love it.
Oh, good.
I'm now also going into my Take Two.
Well, yeah, let's show like the difference between
Yeah.
these ones, because like you'll see the difference. If I put like my finger closer there,
Here we go.
pearl, glitter.
Yeah, this is a lot thicker, I think, as well. It's quite chunky of a shade.
Yeah, I think fingers are the best way to apply these. These are so pretty.
Yeah, well,
There's
yeah.
so much pearl in these. They're so pretty.
Well, this is definitely the whole deal, the whole shebang, very party shade. Just like one swipe as well, no more needed.
And yeah, wow, that's so pretty. You can kind of see the blue.
Yeah, you
Purple.
can. It's like in the reflex.
Yeah, I think in this lighting that we have, the gold of the baby pink is going to show like crazy because it's flat lighting. But I think when you go outside and everything, you're really going to see the baby pink, and the reflex will happen. Not all the time. That's the one problem with these. Like, we have like two
beauty lights.
Yeah, and they give like a gorgeous level light, which is what you need so you don't have shadows on your face, but it's not the best lighting to show off these eyeshadows.
Yeah, sorry if my hand mirror has been in the way at any time. It's just,
You can, wow, look down a bit. Wow, could you see that? That's so pretty.
this is totally what I was kind of looking for. Very party girl, just kind of like my dress that I've made, which you will see in a moment. I've had to put a cardigan over the top because if I'm not wearing my cardigan and I'm like looking down a lot, it's just gonna be like
X-rated.
yeah, well, I don't want to get as like demonetized out. We're not even monetized, but like just to say, I don't want to get like.
That's so funny. Big
I don't want to get in
big
trouble.
chest problems.
Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble.
I'm just taking a blendy brush, like a very not dense, long brush, and just blurring out the edges, because obviously when you pack it on with your finger, you get that great pigment, but it can look a bit unblended. It can look like a chunk.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like really pretty, and it's exactly what I wanted.
Yeah, same. I'm just feeling I feel like very 2015, 2010s with my kind of blush and highlighter, and I'm doing full makeup, and this is what a Gyaru should be.
Pretty. Yeah, very pretty. I'm happy with this.
Just to quickly say, I'm using my Project Pan Retro Love palette from Beauty Bay for my eye highlight.
Your inner corner,
my inner
yeah.
corner highlight. I also used a random like shimmer for my nose highlight as well. I'm doing full glitter, full on.
Yeah, it's
you
so
know.
pretty.
But yeah, should we talk about where we are now in like sewing regards?
Yes.
I'm definitely a lot more confident with my sewing. I think it's been 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
And like I would sometimes like just take big breaks from it if something went wrong.
Yeah.
Because you know, that's not like, it's an okay reaction to have. People got, you know, emotions, whatever.
Yeah.
It's human emotion, lol. Anyway, where I'm at now is I think I've kind of perfected how I want to make tutu-ha dresses, like tutu-ha inspired dresses and stuff like that. That's why I got into sewing. I was like, I want to make these dresses and I want to have like a whole wardrobe of like tutu-ha inspired dresses. And it did take me like several iterations to like find out kind of how I wanted to do that. How did they do that? Well, like I think, well, one of the tips is tutu-ha dresses, they are like a circle skirt bottom. They use a lot of fabric. Circle skirts are kind of like the skater skirts, if you remember what skater skirts are like.
Yeah.
They're big and they're full.
Or like the vintage retro 50s skirts that
Yeah.
you think of. It's just basically a 50s skirt, but really, really short.
Shorter, a lot shorter for
Yeah,
like
and at
tutu-ha.
the bust line sort of
And at the
thing.
bust line too. And now I am venturing out more into different projects, and there are, like, I'm still making mistakes and stuff, but that's good.
Oh, yeah.
It's good because it's how you learn and stuff like that.
I like one I'm doing right now, like it's got pleats in it, and that's been
An experience.
Yeah, I've not done them in so long. So yeah, I'm kind of at the stage now where I'm taking on more difficult projects, and I'm actually need to have more confidence in what I'm doing, because I normally slag off my sewing a lot. I normally like come on mid-video and say this is terrible, and then I actually sew it,
and you're like,
I'm like,
oh, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of like a thing you kind of got from university, for constantly being graded, and then it felt like you were being, obviously I wasn't at university, but it was like you were being graded and then compared to other people in your class.
Yeah, it was very much like that, which isn't always the healthiest sewing environment.
No.
But yeah, I'm learning a lot more as well about these projects. Take a lot more time because there's a lot more details. The hems are massive.
Yeah.
So, but like pleats, that's something, and like
different types of pleats.
Yeah, different types of pleats. I've done pin tucks as well. These are things where they take more time and steps, and I'm learning patience a lot more.
Yeah, I think you were very much end product driven with your sewing.
And with Gyaru, that is I could do them in 2 days or 1 day. I could make a dress in 1 day or 2 days. Cut out, make. With Lolita Fashion, it's not like that, unless you're doing like a simpler skirt or something.
Yeah.
And also you don't want to rush it. There's like extra details like bows and lace, and I've made this chain, like a bodice chain to go across. These are a lot of the extra details, and I make like jewellery to go with my...
it's more about going with the process. And like, are you sewing for the end project, or are you sewing because you love sewing?
Yeah.
And it's okay to sew for both, but when it becomes a thing of like, you're not having as much fun because you're waiting for the end product, that's when it's kind of like, oh,
that's when it's like a problem. I'm actually feeling a lot more confident in my sewing like abilities, and my like projects are turning out really nice. This is the nicest project I've ever made. It's the most detailed, it's the nicest fabric I've ever made, and I'm just really happy with how it all came together. I made lots of different hair accessories to go with it. I'm actually going to film a styling my dress that I've made so many different ways.
We could do some of them together.
We totally could. With another thing as well with Lolita Fashion is JSKs and things like that, because they're more expensive main pieces. You style one dress a billion different ways, different blouses, cardigans, jumpers. I've already, with my smaller wardrobe, my new wardrobe, I've already like gotten at least 8 looks with this JSK in mind.
Which is very like, it's good because it's like slow fashion.
It's slow fashion, and I think it really is appreciating the pieces that you have more. Like appreciating all the blouses. I got a beginner tip for Lolita was like, buy as many blouses as you can, because that really changes up the way that you look. Especially like this JSK could be styled winter because it's tweed, but it's like baby pink and fuchsia and beige. So I was like, this is a great spring one as well.
Oh my god, I'm terrified. I'm doing my eyeliner and it's just like...
Yeah, I was doing my eyeliner while you were talking, and while I was talking, and I was like,
this is terrifying.
Shaky.
I know. They're slightly different right now, but the thing is, when I do my bottom liner...
I need to curl my lashes.
You can like kind of match them by kind of picking up either way.
Yeah, you've got more intricate liner than me. I just do like a flick.
Yeah.
I'm not in the danger zone. You're like in Alien or Predator. Like
like that kind of the
horror movie.
Yeah.
Or like Jurassic Park when the kids are hiding in the kitchen.
Yeah, I know.
And they're all raptors.
I'm gonna have to probably put my top wing and my bottom wing a bit too close on one of them, so I'm gonna have to like fix that. But joy the bell.
Yeah, I love Gyaru makeup. Don't get me wrong, I love it, and I love doing my under eye, and it helps so like your eyes look massive.
Yeah, no, you feel unstoppable.
Yeah. But I don't mind not doing.
But you're like quickly humbled by your like makeup.
Yeah.
Like it will humble you quickly.
I feel a bit more like safe with my more basic eyeliner. I'm gonna do mascara now.
Yep. I'm gonna try and like save my makeup. Pray for me.
I thought I'd bring you like a close up. This lighting is not the best for pale eyeshadows, but I am wearing this one right now, so you can see it's like a really pale baby pink with gold reflect. This is, I think it's Lilac Sugar, Lilac Rose, and this one's called Champagne. So you get that really pearly look, and I'm really, really happy with it. They're perfectly like milled and so buttery. They really like create like an instant eye look, because you just like, wow, that's really pretty, really pearly eyeshadow. Not very glittery, this one isn't. However, they do have ones which are more glitter-like. The descriptions are really good on the website. And I thought I'd show you, Claire picked up a green shade from them. So they really do have pigmented ones as well. It's just the ones I picked obviously are like champagne, baby pink, lilac. Look how beautiful those shadows are. They're very like, maybe the word is like foil, pearl. They're so pretty. Hi guys, I look kind of crazy because I've not done my mascara, like I've not got my lashes on yet, but I kind of wanted to talk to you more about the shades I got from Take Two Cosmetics. The one I've got on my eye is like just insane, and like I think a lot of their shades are like high, full kind of pigment and shine. I wanted to show you the two other shades. These are the ones that Amy picked up.
And of course, they're like two pinks that look very similar, but that's kind of Amy's problem. One of them is like a pink with like rainbow sparkles, and the other one is just more of a kind of true frosty pink. Very cool.
I've jumped off camera, I put on my earrings, my ring, I've topped up my eyeliner and put on my lashes. My lashes are the ones that are spiky but with a wing on the outer side, but they're like a lot smaller than Gyaru's spiky lashes.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go on to some other new things that I bought in Primark.
Yeah.
I was looking for lip liners and they had what looked like a MAC, like the Maximal lipsticks dupe box packaging, and they had one in this sort of shade pink here, like a mauvey pink, and I was like, that's interesting. And they weren't much at all. So I bought the lipstick to go with it. And I've literally just put on the lip liner that goes with this one. And it's this very light pink, lighter than you think, mauve lipstick. Very blue, lilac-y toned. And I'll just swatch it on. This isn't the lip combo I'm going to do.
I have no idea what lip I'm doing right now.
Yeah, you're like in between a few.
Yeah.
It's like very, very light pink, mauve pink. I actually said I wanted a shade like this. So this was a complete surprise because it does not match what is, you can see that. Doesn't really match the colour that they show on the packaging. They call it plum, so they're definitely saying it's like a blue lilac tone, pink. And it looks like, to me, it looks like a pink peppermint dupe. It is a satin lipstick. It's very satin formula. And the lip liner that they suggest is not it's the exact same shade of the lipstick, so it's just a draw on a lip line. But I think I want to do a combo with this. And when I was looking around, they had these blur lip crayon liners. I've got them in two shades. One is more like a mauve colour, and one is more like a hot pink. So, because you can take this lipstick a few different ways, but I think I'm going to go in with the mauve one. They actually come with like a little squidgy on the end to like blur it, but I don't like the actual squidgy that goes with it. I would wear this light lipstick as it is on its own anyway, but I like a lip liner with it. But this is very like 2000s blue light pink lipstick that we've all been wanting and struggling to find because lipstick's gone very warm now.
Yeah, I think cool tones though, I think massively are coming in.
Yeah.
They've been doing it in eyeshadows, and like creators or influencers and stuff, it's just really pushed towards more cool tones. So I think they're starting to do that more. I've decided on what I'm going to wear on my lips. I'm playing it a bit more kind of safe, but more like I just want like the focus on my eyes and my cheeks and stuff instead. And I'm going with this really nice kind of nudie pink by Charlotte Tilbury called Rock the Girl. And it was like a Christmas release with like Elton John, and it's with his like Elton John AIDS charity, and it looked really fancy.
Right now, like, because it's a crayon, it just looks like I've literally drawn on a crayon around my lips. So I need to blend. But yeah, we used the Mitchell brushes and Peaches and Cream brushes, and they're so good quality. We got a big set from Made by Mitchell, and they are so good. Like face brushes, eye brushes, very blendy brushes, cream blushes.
Yeah.
They have a double-ended, it's messy, a double-ended brush that we really like from them. For doing, I use it every time I do my face.
We also use a lot of Peaches and Cream brushes as well, and they're like an independent shop from Liverpool, England. And their brushes, I actually sometimes like them a bit more than Mitchell's. Yeah, they're just, both of them are really good. If you want to kind of get some makeup brushes for cheaper, they're both really good quality.
Yeah, so this is the final hair and makeup reveal.
All done.
You got extensions in now?
Yeah, I've got extensions, I've got my pink. You can kind of see my dress, but you might have to wait until the outfit shots to really see it.
Yeah, it's going to be outfits. But what do we think about the makeup that we tried?
I'm actually overall really happy. I'm happy with all of the makeup we tried, but I'm really happy with my Take 2 eyeshadow. I just thought it was like full pigment, one swipe, that's all you needed. And I really like the multichromeness, the different kind of reflex and shine in it.
I really like the pastel roses. I think pastel roses is a bit more like sheen effect sort of thing.
Yeah.
There's more like a sheen. Pearl and a shimmer in different colours.
Yeah.
And there is a base to them. There's still a base to them. I'm really happy with them. These are the sort of eyeshadows that I can use like really easily in my looks because it's just basically a crease and the shimmer.
Yeah.
So that's my like bread and butter when it comes to
crease, shading, shimmer.
Yeah.
And exactly. I feel like there is kind of more iridescent, more kind of like if you were looking at a pearl kind of things shades. They kind of look maybe gentle, but they give a lot of impact.
Yeah, and the shades that I showed, all the ones that I swatched were the ones that had like a base and like a pearl shimmer in it. However, they do have ones which are just like a sheen, and they are duochrome as well.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I'm really happy with both of those, and they're very affordable with maximum payout.
Yeah, completely. I think they have their own websites, but you can get them on TikTok too.
Yeah. I also am really impressed with the Primark. So I only went in for lip liners when I picked up this one as well, and really the tube and the component isn't the best, but the colour and the payoff that you get in. This is like, I think it was like £2.50 or £3.50 versus a 20, I don't know how much the MAC one's, like a £25, £24.
20 plus.
Lipstick. Definitely think that people should pick this up instead. Obviously the formulas are going to be different, but I'm really happy with it, and the blur liners are brilliant. They are really, really good for adding like volume and dimension.
Yeah. We also talked about kind of like our sewing journeys. I feel like there's a lot of kind of different things we could talk about on that, but like it was kind of a little glimpse and stuff, and we'd love to connect with more people that sew or craft or knit or anything. So yeah, let us know.
I've found a nice little community on TikTok of people that sew. Dachora doll. They do lovely things. They do, and they really are really inspiring to me. But there's many EGL fashion sewers that I'm like very much like, yes. I am talking about that. I'm going to be filming I filmed the whole process of this, so that video will be coming up soon. Other videos will be going up, like a
Gyaru haul that I'm just going to do after this. I love that. I nearly forgot. I was like, what?
And then I have another Lily to Fashion haul, and also we have some like anime.
Yeah, like a bit of a mixed kind of haul.
Yeah. So look forward to that, but let's go straight on to the outfits.
I'm gonna have to sort my hair out again. I am. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah, watch out for those other videos that we mentioned.
Yep.
See you later.
Bye.